Hello everybody and welcome back to Albert versus the Asylum. I go. I gotta get away from the Sharknado franchise. Sharknado franchise that's inexplicably popular from the Asylum. Yeah, that's right. It's time to cover another Sharknado movie. They kept making them. We're gonna keep talking about him. Let's check it out. And this is what you get when you let random strangers vote on the name of your movie. Isn't pure democracy awesome? And here we kick off the trend of D-list celebrities appearing in the Sharknado movies just because they were asked. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about D-list celebrities, so don't expect me to make any jokes about them.
We're all so excited to have you on board. Would you mind signing your book for me?
I didn't write that. April here did.
This is actually a real book that you can buy with your real money. And it was written by a guy named Andrew Schaefer, who is also responsible for maybe my favorite movie tie-in book ever, based on nothing but the title, Ghosts from Our Past, both figuratively and literally. Y'all can hate on the new Ghostbusters all you want, but for me, it was worth it for that one joke. Is that a flying shark? No, there's no way that could be.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I just saw a flying shark out there, but clearly that's impossible, so it's probably all in my head.
We'll be starting our descent into New York shortly. I just want to say thank you for flying Santa Mira Airlines. It's a perfect way to fly.
And remember, with our new time cloud avoidance technology, all of our flights are guaranteed time travel free.
Ladies and gentlemen,
as we begin our final descent, we expect to hit a little bit of turbulence, so please fasten your seatbelts.
I like how you say a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. It just rolls out of your mouth. A little bit. I love it.
Finn, what do you see?
It's happening again.
I mean, we were expecting it to be a one and done, but ratings were pretty good for the first one. Social media response was overwhelming, so here we are, guys. Another Sharknado.
Whoa, did you see that? It looks like a bird. No, it's a bat.
Where are these kids from that bats and birds look like sharks? It's Australia, isn't it?
Flight 209, what is your problem?
Well, for starters, they way overcooked my chicken.
Come in, Flight 209. 209, come in. Come in, are you there? Flight 209, what is your problem?
Yeah, Flight 209, what is your problem? Yeah, they'll be fine. The wind can hold all those sharks up. It sure won't have any problem with them. Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed to go in there. Excuse me. Man, where's an air marshal when you need one? Oh, gee, thanks. Hold on. Yeah. No, that's good advice. I wouldn't have done that otherwise. Thank you. Thank you for your helpfulness. Could you stop messing with the drink cart? Since when does Finn know how to fly an airplane? Is that some surfer thing I don't know about?
This is Flight 209! The pilots are dead! I see the runway! I'm gonna put down the landing gear and aim for it!
I know how to do all that stuff because I'm a surfer! It's just like timing the waves back in Malibu, baby! Exactly like that!
Oh my God!
You know, this used to be a nice Sharknado neighborhood, but after these drive-by plane shootings started happening, it just ain't safe for kids out on the sky streets anymore. I'm gonna scorch you with my blood. This is for not helping me faster. I'm pretty sure Finn just did more damage to the plane than the sharks did. Everything is on fire! This is no time to relax! You're about to explode! Yeah, looks like all those years of surfing served me well again.
Welcome to New York.
Ah, yes, the famous Sharknado theme song. No doubt you hum this melody to yourself on a near daily basis, but it's possible you've never stopped to consider the deep and meaningful lyrics behind those wonderful, wonderful notes. And my friends, that ends today. Go, 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 go. Run away from the Sharknado. It's your greatest foe, foe, foe. Don't wanna get eaten by the Sharknado. By land, by air, by sea, I see that Sharknado coming for me. I can't run. I can't hide. I just don't wanna die. Sharknado. Sharknado. Break and twist, and you will shout. Those fish are gonna take you out. It's got teeth. It's got speed. Destruction is all it needs. Sharknado. Sharknado. No, 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 no. Run away from the Sharknado. Blood is gonna flow, flow, flow. So, warn that guy in the Sharknado. 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 Sharknado.
That's what I got my boy for. Photographic memory, keen sense of direction, part bloodhound from your side of the family.
Did he just imply that his wife was a dog?
Please don't hide from my brother tonight, okay?
We all know about your epic hide-and-seek games, and we don't have time for it this week.
Do you remember what you promised this time?
Dad, your Angry Birds addiction is affecting all of us.
We have some new developments right now on a 747
that made an emergency landing at JFK Airport this morning. It happened at 7:33. We're told it was Santa Mira Airlines Flight 209. Reports that were.
You want to say some other three-digit numbers just so, you know, we don't feel deprived?
Actually aided in the safe landing of
How is that a safe landing?
April okay?
She's going to survive. We were able to salvage some of the limb. In time, she should be able to make a full recovery. Is she a fighter?
Yeah, she's a fighter.
2 years boxing, 3 years MMA.
Kept chasing me. It's like he knew who I was.
Well, he didn't know you. If he did, he would have run the other way. I'm sure about that.
Because you're just basically the worst person to be around. I mean, why do you think I divorced you in the first place?
Why did you marry me?
You know, I'm honestly trying to remember that myself. It's real hard. I think you were hot once.
Because I wasn't perfect.
So I had to settle.
You loved me anyway.
And stupidity like that is rare, even in America.
You're gonna get past that. We're gonna get past this.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be acting in Sharknado movies until you're 80.
Lend a hand. Don't be so literal about it.
Finn, it's too much humor. Dial back the humor, Finn.
We have that southern
Your wife just lost her hand.
that is going to be pushing, piling up. We're talking about 12.
Wait a minute. Are you saying we've been on Earth this whole time?
All right, okay, zip it now.
I was so worried you wouldn't be able to make it. Is your brother okay, though?
Yeah, he's okay. Why?
There was a crash at JFK.
What crash?
You know, the crash that was immediately followed by a rain of sharks out of the sky around the plane. But for some reason we can't figure out if shark weather is a real thing in this movie.
Ellen, I've been trying to reach you all morning.
Oh my God, Finn, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but April's in the hospital. She's gonna be okay, though.
Other than the fact that she lost a hand, that was kind of a big deal.
Everybody's okay. Finn, listen to me. Martin and Vaughn, they're at the Mets game. Okay, I don't know, Martin's phone must be dead or something.
He probably ran the battery down playing Crossy Roads again.
I don't have a ticket. How am I gonna find him?
I sent April a ticket, even though I didn't think you were gonna use it.
If they hadn't addressed this detail of how a surfer who just landed a plane in the middle of a Sharknado was able to get into a baseball game, that might have just taken me out of the movie.
Mom, what's going on?
When are there sharks in Manhattan?
Hey, Wall Street's full of them. But
Only ask my brother.
are we implying that the sharks are following Finn Shepard around Jaws 3 style? Because I can get down with
I
that.
recognize you. You're that guy that got eaten by the great white and lived to tell about it.
How you doing?
Where do you think I picked you up?
I'm gonna shoot straight with you, Sud. I think you're hot.
The other day, ash can came flying off the street and hit me in the windshield. Take a look at that.
Take a look at what?
Almost crapped in my pants.
I gotta get to the ballpark.
You know, ballpark is bark with ball.
Lucky they come out of the clubhouse today.
It's not baseball I'm worried about.
Rugby, on the other hand, that worries me.
Hey, Nathan Fast here on WTHS. Next up, we're going to talk about the crazy...
Meanwhile, at ballpark...
New York City. Looks like quite the storm brewing.
Nice job, dude, out there. That's how you hit the ball. You seek and you whack it.
You cannot argue with sports wisdom like that, folks.
It's getting colder out here.
Yeah, I guess Finn's just too Mr. California to come to Queens and hang for a game. Right. Too bad. You know, I'd love the way they're hitting today.
There's a lot of seeing it and whacking it going on. And everybody knows that's how you hit.
Family tradition. I dig it. Yeah, I don't think Finn's gonna bite. You guys gotta work your beef out somehow.
How about a cow treadmill?
Then let him work it out.
He sees it, and he whacks it. Oh, he whacked it good. He whacked it real good. But first, he had to see it real good. That's how baseball works, y'all.
What's the holdup? Why are we slowing down?
Traffic. This is New York, you know.
Hey, look, bud. There's gotta be some back way.
You know, like all of those secret back roads in Manhattan. Only cabbies know about them. They're super secret, you guys.
What's the inside of a shark smell like?
There's no words to describe that, pal.
Well, then get out of my taxi.
Smell like chicken.
No.
So it smell like salmon or cod.
Hey guys, do you ever think about swimming so our fins aren't sticking up out of the water?
I was hoping that you'd come. Everyone in the neighborhood still talks about you.
Nobody's ever gonna forget that time you were arrested for public indecency.
Man, you got big.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. They grow like weeds.
Yeah, they do. Look, I don't know if you heard, but we had to make an emergency landing at the airport.
Is April okay?
She just had her hand bit off, but you know, it's no big deal. Excuse me, is this ferry going to Manhattan? Good thing she had that. You never know when you're gonna get mugged by a shark. You're just walking along the street, minding your own business, and then bam! Shark's asking you for all your money and your cell phone. I'm not being racist against sharks here. It's shark culture that's the real problem. I blame the epidemic of absentee shark dads for a lot of it.
If you guys don't shut off that valve, the whole freaking subway system's gonna flood.
Yeah, roger that, dispatch. We're almost there.
I didn't say that.
Well, you thought it.
Oh, thanks a lot, Sharknado. Now all I can think about is how bad I want to see a Gatornado. And, I mean, at least alligators can survive out of the water.
Look, I know we haven't been as close as we used to be.
But this part of the chair is just way more comfortable. I'm sorry. Had to move a little further away.
Don't let anything happen to your family. I screwed mine up.
My son ended up in flight school. Can you believe that? Flight school. Like, where did I go wrong?
Look, when we were little, we got in a lot of trouble. You remember the dynamic duo? Yeah, well. You broke a lot of hearts.
Man, I'm glad these guys who we've never seen fight one single time are putting their friendship back together. That's the kind of drama I come to a Sharknado movie for.
What was that? What?
Probably some giant subway rat trying to eat the train.
Man, don't tease me with a rat big enough to eat a train if I'm not gonna see that. That's just rude. What is this train made out of? Matchsticks and tissue paper? Or are we supposed to believe that Sharknado sharks have stronger teeth and jaws than regular sharks, allowing them to eat metal?
Don't mess with the Mets fan on the cemetery.
Man, I feel like I could make a really great joke here if I knew anything at all about baseball. Yes, thank you for telling us to run away. We wouldn't have known otherwise. No, we really appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance. Definitely don't worry about the man being eaten by the shark in the back of the train. It's okay, Finn can teleport away from sharks. We saw that in the last movie. See, what did I tell you? Nothing to worry about.
So, where are we going? Bell's Tower, please. Okay, you got it, buddy.
We can go to my school. We'd be safe from anything in there. That place is built like a brick prison.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, forget about iron bars and reinforced concrete. If it's prisons you want, it's bricks you need. Come on down to Al's Brick Emporium for all your prison brick needs.
Sinners, the end is near!
I like that this guy brought his radio with him. You know, in case he gets bored with screaming and wants to listen to some tunes.
What you have done! You will destroy it! Hey, man, that hurt! Come on, you get a job already!
I have a job. This is viral marketing for the Gilmore Girls revival.
Blow from above!
Ah, yes, Manhattan's famous out-of-business hardware store.
There was a hardware store. Well, it used to be here. There's gotta be someplace else.
Well, sure, you just got here and I've driven these streets my entire life, but yeah, maybe there's someplace else. Meanwhile, these girls are being chased through the B-plot by a giant rolling Statue of Liberty head. Don't worry, I have my lucky bowling ball. Everything's gonna be fine. Mom, are you seriously bringing that up now? Says the girl who flunked her driving test.
Those two water spouts come into Manhattan and meet up.
It's not gonna be a good thing.
They haven't been able to be in the same room with each other since the divorce.
Did you transfer Miss Wexler?
Everyone's in the basement, Doctor.
April Wexler is a super ninja.
All right, we gotta split up. Find any place that's open, grab anything and use as a weapon.
You go looking for bombs, I'm gonna go to the toy store.
For what?
Well, you gotta have something for the bombs in the tornado, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
Let's meet back there in 10.
All right.
Ah, yes, a pizza store. No doubt that will have the shark fighting equipment that I need.
Hey!
Sorry, they're closing.
Health department found a cat in the pizza dough.
The storm is done to the city?
I'm hoping you can help me out with some emergency supplies. Those propane tanks you had from all those summer barbecues?
Yeah, I just have those sitting in the back of my pizza shop. You know, in case I want to walk out in the middle of Times Square and have a barbecue. I'll have a plain pepperoni to go, please. I'm gonna leave you guys a very negative Yelp review.
Take whatever you want. Take it. Just take it.
Just please, for the love of God, stop assaulting my restaurant with sharks.
Right, Vaughn, we need propane bottles, road flares, and smoke alarms.
We will definitely find all those things in a deli. The Triscuits aren't for fighting the sharks. That's just for later, in case they get snacky.
You know, I stopped here on my first day with April.
And we said to each other, I can't believe this pizza place has all these camping supplies.
Second city to be struck by the terror of Sharknado. Moments ago, the waterspout came ashore, devastating the United Nations.
You didn't see that in the movie because who cares about the United Nations, are we right?
Throw a bomb into the tornado.
Attention all personnel.
We now return you to the adventures of April Wexler, Super Ninja. April Wexler is trained in the ways of stealth. She knows every martial art. She never wanders into the wrong room by accident. April Wexler, Super Ninja. She knew that girl was there the whole time.
Are you okay? Okay, my name is April.
April Wexler, Super Ninja, Master of
You
Conversation.
need to take my hand and I'm gonna save you.
April Wexler, #1 holder of heads.
Be brave.
April Wexler, motivational speaker.
Together.
April Wexler is fastest runner alive. Except for little girl who is almost as fast.
Take her to the basement now. Thanks, April.
April Wexler, super ninja, definitely takes 2 steps to the left. April Wexler, super ninja, knew that ambulance was coming to run over that shark. This has been another exciting adventure in the life of April Wexler, super ninja.
She's an hour. There's also...
Okay, Finn, you and your party are surrounded by a street full of sharks, so roll for initiative.
Finn's gonna figure something out.
Way to lightly drape that rope over that phone pole, you guys.
Do it, Vaughn! You're gonna be good!
Not as good as me, obviously, but still pretty okay.
Let's go. Come on. You got it.
I don't know if I could do this. I can barely climb the rope in gym. How am I supposed to swing over there?
Yeah, all those jocks don't seem so dumb now, do they?
It's gonna be all right. I got you, baby.
You realize they ended up being brother and sister in that movie, right? Oh man, and here all this time I've been assuming he was sitting in the cab because he was fused to the seat.
You can do it, Ben.
You got this!
You're definitely not about to get eaten by a shark.
I can do this.
Absolutely not gonna happen. Alright, well, Finn can just teleport, so it shouldn't be a problem for him.
Find another rope.
No, don't worry about it. He can teleport. Guys!
Frogger.
Yeah, that was cool and all, but now I want to see the Pac-Man version where he eats the shark with the power of special fruit.
Jump the shark.
Do you get it? Do you get the reference? They couldn't come up with any jokes here, so they just made a reference to a thing. That's funny, right?
No one else is here.
This is my house.
Gotta go get
I
her.
just like to pretend like I'm a receptionist.
Ellen's not the same little girl you remember.
She's hot now.
Martial arts, she's running marathons. My wife kind of kicks ass.
I know she kicks mine.
Be safe, guys.
Finn Shepard, standing in an elevator. Elevator door closing. Action like you've never seen before. Sharknado 2 has it all.
So what's so bad about being famous?
When you got girls in bikinis screaming for you, it strokes your ego.
Yeah, your ego.
Screwing that up again.
If we'd married, I would have never let you screw that up.
Bale's Hotel, famous for having New York's second slowest elevator. We cut straight from people riding an elevator to people riding bicycles. You guys, I'm not sure I can take this kind of pulse-pounding action. It's too much. It's just too much. Excuse me, can I ride your bike for a minute? Oh, I'm too big for it. I'm sorry.
Let's go, Laura.
So glad you guys are here.
Where's Finn? He said he was.
Well, he got in that elevator about an hour ago, so I'd say he's about halfway to the roof by this point.
Something dangerous again.
Of course he is. Finn does what Finn does.
Didn't you try to stop him?
Woman, I said Finn does what Finn does. Is it racist that they have a black woman carrying a bag that says YOLO be us? Because it feels kind of racist. Oh wow, you can see the whole city from up here. Look, there's Central Park.
The twisters from the rivers are about to merge. Apparently this will happen.
Coming soon from the Asylum, Octopusnado.
We could be talking.
Is it just me, or are the graphics on the weather map more convincing looking than the actual Sharknados?
We go live to Manhattan with weatherman Rafael Miranda from our local station, that's NBC4. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening down there, Rafael?
Thanks, Matt. This storm is already taking a toll on the city. The residents are panicked because
You can tell from the way that they're walking around calmly in the background. They're really panicked. Finn uses a giant thong to shoot bombs into the Sharknado, but it doesn't work.
Why isn't it working?
Even the Sharknadoes are tougher in New York.
I don't know why I'm surprised here. We haven't had a scientific explanation for anything else that's happened in this movie. Why start now?
The twisters are too cold. We're not generating enough heat. Let's make a big bomb.
Why not?
You were talking about sex, right? The generating the heat and the big bomb.
Good.
What are you doing with the propane tanks? We're gonna die. Let's have sex, Finn. Finn, I love you. I'm holding the end of your thong, Finn. I'm really starting to suspect that Finn is not the hero of this movie. He brought the Sharknadoes with him from LA to New York, and then set them on fire, dropping flaming sharks out of the sky onto random passersby in the streets. Good job, buddy. Thanks for your help. Meanwhile, the rest of the building is filling up with water for some reason, and Finn's family has to run away from it.
How is that possible?
Keeps going.
No, how is that possible?
Sophia's goldfish have big
No, she asked how it's possible.
Come on, baby.
Because it doesn't seem possible. It seems like the opposite of that. Did that shark just burp at them? And the fire marshal's gonna have something to say about that.
We can get it open.
Open it with what?
That.
What, with the shark? Now that I would like to see.
Remember those bar fights we used to get into?
This isn't exactly the time to reminisce about the good old days, you guys. Super Ninja April Wexler joins the fire department.
Need a ride?
April Wexler, fire truck Uber driver.
This is the lightning storm that damaged the Statue of Liberty. It appears to be moving north at the very same time the double...
Just say it, Bob.
Sharknado.
See, was that so hard?
Appears to be moving south toward it. Al, what's going on?
Okay, so we're talking about a storm of biblical proportions, Matt.
Are we talking about the one where the cattle all got struck by lightning in Exodus, or the 70-pound hailstones in Revelation?
The Freon tanks are still out there, just inside the control room, above the observation deck.
You got the schematics for the lightning rod?
Yeah.
Now, according to these schematics, it looks like it's just a giant pole that sticks way up in the sky.
Be making its way on into New York City, just a monster storm for us. We are talking about shark falling rates of 2 inches an hour.
I know you're scared. I'm scared too. They're sharks, they're scary. No one wants to get eaten.
I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, I guess I'll just go save the day now.
More than that to bring a good man.
Peace out, guys.
Go kill some sharks!
Up there! That direction! That's where I'm gonna kill the sharks.
Oh, shoot.
A shark is headed right for Finn, but he can't get the chainsaw started. This looks like a job for April Wexler, Super Ninja! April Wexler, Cyborg Super Ninja! How come all the electricity-based superheroes are black? What is even up with that? Who are you counting for? Just do it!
Let the fireworks begin!
As you can see, the previs work for Doctor Strange ended up being a lot different than the finished product. Alright, this is what I'm talking about, y'all! Yes! Oh, did you see that? love this show! Can I get your autograph? I love your shoes.
This is a great idea, Vaughn.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
No, that was sarcasm, son. Don't you know sarcasm when you hear it? I was like, great idea, son. Because, like, before we had to kill sharks, and now we have to kill sharks that are also on fire. What is wrong with you? When we get out of this situation, I'm totally asking for a paternity test. Oh, no. No, they're not. No, they're not. They are! It's a chainsaw NATO! It's beautiful! Yeehaw! That's what I'm talking about, y'all! Oh! That was a close one. That was a real close one. That almost went in a very different direction. I'm stuck up here. Can you help me get down? I don't see a ladder or anything. It's pretty high up.
I need a weapon.
Hey, Finn, it's me, your old dead shark pal. Let me give you a hand. Do you get it? Do you get it? I had a hand in my mouth. It's literally a hand with a gun. Pretty great, right? You are not about to do what I think you're about to do, are you? There is no way.
Not gonna need this again.
No. The answer is no.
This.
That came off of a corpse's finger. Not a chance, bub. It still has somebody else's blood on it.
Baby. Baby, will you marry me? Again.
April Wexler, Super Ninja, steals jewelry from puny man. And that was Sharknado 2. It does a lot of things you would expect from a sequel to the first movie. It goes bigger, it goes harder, there's more sharks, it's in a bigger city, they have so many more cameos, and yet it's almost more boring than the first one. The final 15 or 20 minutes really get fun, and the stuff with Super Ninja April is pretty awesome, but overall, I find myself just sitting here yawning through this film. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm desensitized to sci-fi action violence from the Asylum, but this doesn't live up to what I want from the Sharknado series. It's still a great concept. It's still got a few fun things, but it almost is still taking itself too seriously. It really needs to just let loose and have some fun. I know that's a ridiculous thing to say where a guy plays hopscotch across the backs of some sharks, but it just doesn't work for me. But the great thing about these movies is that they just keep making them, which means eventually we're going to get around to Sharknado 3. Maybe that one will finally be everything that I want out of a Sharknado movie. Maybe that one will finally reach the pinnacles of ridiculous awesomeness that I know the Asylum can achieve. We'll just have to stay tuned and find out. Until next time, I'm Albert, for Albert vs. the Asylum, reminding you that the Flaming Sharks would be a great name for a band.